G-Man Comics returns to Kickstarter, and we're very excited. We've got 3 comics this time. We've got Agent Kirby returning in Simon N. Kirby the Agent number 3. We've got G-Men Comics 3-in-1 and G-Men United. In the first comic, Agent Kirby faces off against Dr. Rotman, who literally gets inside of his mind in a nightmare scenario, turns all of his victories into horrible defeats. In G-Men 3-in-1, we tell the story of Lynx. We start off with the agent, Simon N. Kirby, sending Sergeant Flag to rescue a judge's daughter. The judge's daughter is being held to force the judge to free a cartel member. This story will eventually lead into the origin of Lynx.
My story is the story of a hero called the American Eagle. He's a third-generation hero. He's based in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And he is there protecting the city from 2 villains who come to town looking for trouble.
My story involves 2 heroes. One is a patriotic second-generation hero, the champion of liberty, the son of the original champion of liberty. He was raised by his single mother and doesn't know about his father. He was a small-time crook, a hacker, and ended up in prison, turned into a confidential informant, and they eventually discover who he is and activate his powers. They send him back into prison to investigate a fellow known as the Demon Priest. And the 2 of them encounter a fellow named Rocky, and fights ensue, and fun is had.
We're following this up with G-Men United number 1. And we're going to tell 4 stories in this book. The first story is a Sergeant Flag story. He ends up rescuing Agent Squire, who is kidnapped and taken to the very cute world of kawaii. Kawaii being the Japanese term for extremely cute. And so we've taken our least cute character and put him in the overly cute world as he tries to run from a T-Rex. In the last story, we revisit one of my favorite stories as a kid, which was Hawk and Dove from Steve Ditko. In that story, the characters were very much politically divided, but yet they were able to work together and resolve things. And I like that message, especially for today. So we've got 2 characters. We've got Terror Noir, who's a play on Black Terror. And then we've got Pocahontas. And Terror Noir is an African-American superhero. And Pocahontas is a white female character who is 1/32nd Cherokee. And she's conservative and he's liberal, and they arrive in the middle of the riots. And they have vastly different views of what's going on. And so I wanted to, in a short story, I wanted to explore that dynamic and, show that as a positive that, people can work together.
My story, like Rick's, is about conflict within the heroes. It arises from the fact that Rick's FBI and my Falcon, a federal agency, have different views on how to relate with the superheroes. The agent, Simon N. Kirby, tries to draft a hero known as Outrage. And she lives up to her name. She's outraged at being drafted by the government. On the other hand, the world does need saving, and she brings her allies to bear in joining up with the G-Men. So it resolves some issues between different organizations in our world, and has that same message that Rick is trying to give. One of our other editors, Earl Weinberg, has a story. We get the origin of the Energist and Irene. The Energist is a superhero like maybe Captain Atom or the like. He's an energy throwing character, except he works by much more realistic physics than Captain Atom does. And Irene is his 15-year-old niece who has a tendency to get into trouble. The story is entitled The Fifth Time, because he's having to rescue her from supervillains for the 5th time.
So check us out on Kickstarter. We've got 3 great comics for you, and if you buy all 3, we're going to give you our Who's Who for free. Thank you for watching our video, and please back our Kickstarter.